I just want to specifically understand what your objection is to this. It could be that it's just such a big number to saddle our children with that you don't want to do it, or it could be that it's going to people that haven't been as impacted. It's not targeted enough to the right people. Let's say there was a way to get that $2,000 just to the people that were really in need. Would you be for it at that point, or you just are going to be against it because of adding to the deficit no matter what?
No, you just explained the reasons. It's not targeted. It's add another $464 billion onto our already enormous debt that's out of control and unsustainable. And so the fact that we've had 9 months to take a look at what happened with the last stimulus checks, by the way, about 18% of that was spent on essential items. The rest was spent on either non-essential items or paying off debt or additional savings. So it certainly wasn't stimulative. I certainly want to help people that are financially struggling through no fault of their own because of COVID. It's one of the reasons I voted for the $2.2 trillion CARES Act. We've now appropriated, we've authorized about $4 trillion of aid, but we did it in a shotgun approach. And we don't have an unlimited checking account. We're $27.5 trillion in debt. By the end of this fiscal year, it'll be over $29 trillion. And I keep hearing $2,000 checks. If you have a family of four, it'll be an $8,000 check. A family of five, $10,000 check. And many of those individuals have been working. They're getting a paycheck. They're not financially struggling. Why would we be giving checks to people that truly don't need it? So, again, we should have gone back to the drawing board. We should have really targeted this relief. By the way, people are already going to get, a family of four is going to get $2,400 in the relief bill that was just passed. It was a $900 billion relief package. So it's just the lack of targeting, the lack of thoughtful consideration given to mortgaging our children's future by another $464 billion. I know it sounds good. It feels good to give away money. Everybody loves benefits. Somebody's got to be thinking about how, the effect of this on our future generations. Yeah, the case has been made that we need to, the Fed, politicians, policymakers need to do more and not necessarily worry as much about whether it gets exactly where it needs to go, but just sort of, as you said, use a shotgun approach. Is it better to err on the side of frugality when some people will not be helped? Or would it be better to maybe worry about this? We're hearing a lot of that. Let's worry about this later. We can run deficits. Well, again, people already will get $600 checks individually, $2,400 for a family of four. If you're unemployed, you'll get a $300 plus up to your state unemployment benefits. So there's a lot of targeted relief. We're throwing $300 billion into PPP loans so those businesses can keep people employed. So we're throwing a lot of money at the problem and not paying any attention whatsoever to the mounting debt that is simply unsustainable. The Journal's been really sort of angry at, I don't know whether you can call op-ed people angry, but they don't like the president's move here. They think that it might be sabotaging what happens down in Georgia with the way that it's played out. What are your feelings on whether the president has actually hurt the Republican senators' re-election chances down there, or what exactly is going on? And I've heard rumors that you've said some things that you feel like you're in a tough spot, both defending the president, but maybe when there's times where you don't think it's necessarily the right thing to be doing. I don't know whether those reports were true, but just give me a They weren't.
They weren't true?
No, it was a phone call I made to somebody that was an anti-Trumper and had a 30-minute argument, and then the guy writes an article about it. I wouldn't believe a word he said. Anyway, the bottom line is the politics, this is kind of hard to sort out. From my standpoint, we absolutely have to win those two Georgia Senate seats, or what Democrats will do with the United States Senate, they'll change it forever. They'll get rid of the filibuster, which means they'll pass every bill on Bernie Sanders and AOC's wish list. They'll pack the Supreme Court. They'll pack the circuit courts. They'll pack the U.S. Senate. They'll turn D.C. and Puerto Rico into states, pretty well assuring 4 more Democrat senators. I mean, they will change every rule. They will violate every norm, every precedent to make sure they'll always maintain power. I think it's a very dangerous step that we would be taking if we lose those Senate seats and Chuck Schumer becomes the next majority leader.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.